Alright, now for the next Justice League figure review, I've got 3 of the coolest characters in DC Comics. One is Dr. Fate, Hawkman, and Aquaman. We will start with the always awesome Dr. Fate. This is the first version of the character. The second version corrects the boot problem, which only this part of the boot is supposed to be yellow. This part is blue. Yeah. This has a different sculpt, body, and head, because it's got an awesome head. The version is very skinny. He's a lot skinnier than most other characters. Like you could see Batman here, he's pretty big, and Dr. Fate's kind of small. He's got distinct gloves, which is cool. Yeah, his boots, or no, his legs are probably reused from a couple people. His cape isn't as good or free as the other characters, but whatever. This is a very cool figure. I like the character, and I really like the figure. He just looks pretty awesome. So that's Dr. Fate. Not much else to talk about. Next, we got Aquaman. Now, I wanted this version because he has his hand. The other versions, he would have the hook hand, like he does in the show. But I like my Aquaman without a hook. Now, they just released a classic Aquaman figure that had, I'm pretty sure, this Aquaman face, but he had the orange and blue, orange and green costume that he always has. But this design is kind of growing on me. So he's got this cape, which is removable, which is almost 90% of the time how I have the figure. I have him without his cape. So it comes off pretty easily. It's got some kind of paint wear. So this is him without the cape. I think he looks much better. He's got the kind of advanced articulation that Martian Manhunter had. He's got one hand in a kind of slapping position. This one's in a fist. These bend. I think his waist moves. Yes, it does, but I don't really need these figures to have that kind of articulation, because these are just simple figures, and that's what I like about them. The face is really nice. Probably the best face in a figure like this, because usually people are wearing masks and everything. He's got this little emblem that kind of looks like the Batman logo. He's detailed all around, which is really awesome. Yeah, I definitely recommend this figure. If you want the show-accurate version that has the hook, or the original Justice League, because in the first episode that he was in Justice League, he had the hand, and then the second part of the episode is when he had the hook. So, whatever you want. Now, one of the coolest characters is Hawkman, but this is because he's so kind of top-heavy, because of his wings, obviously. He's gonna fall over a lot. Hawkman showed up in, like, the last season of Justice League Unlimited, I kind of wish he was in it more because he was pretty awesome. He's got a really nice face. Probably one of the best. Really well sculpted, well painted. There's some paint issues on this figure, mostly around his lower area. I kind of wish this stuff was sculpted, like the belt and the this thing that holds his wings on, because it kind of looks silly just painted on. His wings are very well made also. Like, they're not really flimsy or anything. You gotta really pose him in the right way to make sure he stands up. He comes with a mace, but I'm not sure where it is. I'll probably get to the mace when I talk about Hawkgirl. So, standard articulation, very good. Head moves, but I don't want to risk it like falling off or hitting the wings and them falling off, but whatever. He shares a body sculpt with probably 90% of the figures, so there's not really much else to say about it. Yeah, Hawkman, I think they re-released him with, I think, brighter green pants. I think it was like a more show-accurate version, but this is the one that I found when I went to Target. So, I definitely really like this figure, but the Hawkgirl figure I think is a little better, and I'll get to that some other time.